representing Conners is a killer! I killed the winning streak of El Ligero. I killed the UK tour of Cody Rhodes. I killed your faith in Martin Kirby. I killed the local heroes' chance of ever being the representative of WCPW. And I came this close to killing Drew Galloway.
The seconds, the minutes, and the hours that I have put in my short time in this business to be somebody. Right, I made my name through the entrances and the songs and the gold. As I said last week, that does not equate to championship titles, so maybe it's time for me to find something within myself that you haven't seen.
November 30th, delete WCPW. I'm challenging you for the WCPW Championship in a steel cage. You want this killer locked inside a steel cage with you? You want one more chance at the WCPW Championship? You got it!
Conners and Hendry inside a steel cage.
Cheer. Go ahead and cheer, because if you think what I did to Drew Galloway was scary, Joe Hendry, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I can't see a thing. Nor can I. This is weird.
Oh, Drew Galloway! Drew Galloway is in London! That's the man who Joseph Conners nearly put permanently on the shelf! Oh my gosh! I will be happy with you when Joseph Conners, Joe Hendry, Drew Galloway inside a steel cage! Oh my god! What? I am Drew Galloway, the personification of professional wrestling, and Joseph Conners has spirit and blood! You are Drew Galloway has added to the steel cage world title match at the WCPW.
Wow, the time has finally come, Dave Bradshaw. Wow, history's about to be made.
Joe Hendry makes things better. He can wrestle, he can sing. Joe Hendry makes things better for what's culture pro wrestling. Joe Introducing first, the first challenger, ladies and gentlemen, from Edinburgh, Scotland, winning tonight at 228 pounds, the local hero, Joe Hendry!
Now, Joe Hendry and Joseph Conners were friends. They were a tag team until the main event of Stacked, a fatal four-way match for the WCPW World title. It came down to Hendry and Conners. Conners stabbed his best friend in the back to win championship gold.
But would you ever have imagined that it would have ended like this? A steel cage match, and if that wasn't big enough for Drew Galloway to now be added to the mix. But my question is, Dave, it was Hendry's destiny in his own mind to to face Connors, his former tag partner, and beat him for that belt in a cage. How's he truly feel about Galloway now being added to this? That's the question.
Well, he said he was pleased to have Galloway here. It seemed like it on Loaded, but ultimately there's only one world title.
And get ready for the walking ball of intensity.
Well, he's intense every single day of his life. But Drew Galloway, if you saw Loaded last week, you will know just how he feels about Joseph Connors. Connors beat Galloway in a championship match, a title defense. In the process, he nearly ended Galloway's career with that righteous kill DDT. And then Connors, rather than be ashamed, regret what happened, he gloated about it and said he was proud of what he did.
Dave, I have known Drew Galloway since he first broke into the wrestling business as a very young man. He has always been a completely different kind of individual, truly intense, truly focused. Yet what we saw on Loaded was unlike anything I've seen in the over 15 years since I first met this guy as a young man. He is, shall I say, pissed, and I do mean pissed, at what Joe Connors tried to do to him. That was end his career and then gloat about it all over the world. I mean, this was already a volatile situation before you wrap these guys in a 15-foot high steel cage. Now, it could be the end of everything.
His two arch nemeses in the ring. We await the arrival of the champion.
Oh, can you feel the temperature change in this room? A packed crowd, jam-packed to the rafters in the Harvey Haddon Sports Arena, Nottingham. And they've come here for one reason, and that reason is to see the crowning of a new champion in a 15-foot high steel cage.
A man who behind those eyes is dead inside. He has no soul. He has no compassion, no empathy, no love for anything except that championship belt. And I wouldn't even call that love. I would call it obsession. That championship belt, Alex, is all that keeps Joseph Connors on the right side of the line between sanity and insanity.
I will tell you something, Dave Bradshaw, that I've never said before. I don't think it's insanity for Joseph Connors. I think what we are seeing is British wrestling's first ever true to the core, to the bitter core sociopath. This guy, like you said, no empathy, no feeling. If it wasn't for the fact that there would probably be legal recourse, he'd probably even be a psychopath. There is something not quite right in the brain of Joe Connors. And that's why he has that belt. There is nothing he will stop at to keep that belt from leaving his grasp. And when he dropped Drew Galloway on his head, Dave, that was one of the sickest things I've ever seen. And for him to gloat about it, it was just shocking.
Joseph Connors stepping in to the steel cage, the biggest challenge of his career, and possibly walking into the end of his career. Oh, Galloway won't wait! Galloway won't wait!
No way!
Galloway is going to follow Connors to the outside. Galloway.
Oh, look, and Hendry wants him inside because Hendry can't win that title unless Joe... Oh, my God.
Tried to slam the door on Connors' head. Did Galloway.
Whoa. Did you hear that?
Connors tried to end Galloway's career. Galloway wants to return the favour.
Yeah, but Dave, did you hear what happened? Drew Galloway just swore at Joe Hendry. He essentially said to him, well, I'm not going to repeat it, but he's enraged.
Well, this is bizarre at the moment. This match hasn't even begun, and Connors trying to leap on Galloway, but Galloway wouldn't have any of it. And Galloway swinging Joseph Connors into the side of the cage like a rag doll.
But watch out, here comes Hendry. He's trying to talk some sense into Galloway, because unless the champion is in that ring, the match can't start properly and we can't crown a new WCPW heavyweight champion. Galloway just doesn't care.
Galloway just depositing Connors with force upon that ring barrier. You know, Galloway is like a man possessed here, and this doesn't necessarily work to his advantage when it's all said and done. I think Galloway cares more about getting revenge on Connors than he does about winning the world title.
Without a shadow of a doubt, and look at this.
Connors is reversing what was an attempted another throw into the cage from Galloway. Hendry, meanwhile, was shouting to get this in the ring, as our referee is doing as well. This hasn't even begun.
This is crazy.
Now Hendry's unloading on Connors. Well, Connors has probably been having nightmares all week about being locked in that cage, but turns out the biggest beating he might get tonight has been on the outside.
And where's Connors going?
Turns out the cage is the safest place
Dave,
here.
he's scaling the cage.
He's trying to get away from Hendry is what he's doing.
Oh, Hendry's following him.
But talk about leaping into a lion's den, because where are you going to go when you're in there, Joseph?
Oh, and look what's waiting for Connors when he finally gets in the ring, Dave. Oh, look.
Hendry and Galloway.
And the bell rings. That door's going to be locked, Dave, and then it's going to be carnage.
We have two officials on duty, one inside the ring, one on the outside. That door's got to be shut because, of course, Galloway's happy to oblige. Because you can win the match by escaping the cage or by pinfall or submission. Those are the rules. I wouldn't be surprised if Galloway tries to win this by stoppage. Galloway and Hendry doing a number on Connors.
Wow, and Galloway saying back off Joe to Hendry.
Well, you see, the build-up to this match on Loaded last week was all about Galloway and Hendry being on the same page. I said this earlier, though, that can't last all night. They can beat them up for a while.
Dave, Hendry respects Galloway, no question about it. But how long can that respect go before Hendry starts feeling like a spare part? Well, there's your answer.
Hendry and Galloway, there is some tension brewing here between these two Scots. Big chop. St Andrew's Day today, of course, in Scotland. Lots of our Scottish fans celebrating that, and they'll be even more proud if one of these two walks out with the WCPW World title. But again, they can't both walk out with it.
The problem is here that Galloway has had his moment in multiple companies. Hendry is waiting to have his. He wants tonight to be the night, and Galloway just wants revenge. That's a volatile situation. And look, Connors just capitalised on the words between these two.
Hendry and Galloway briefly able to work in tandem. And how on earth, if this is going to continue, how does Connors even get anything approaching a foothold in this?
Was that on purpose? It looked like Galloway turned that fireman's carry, sent the boots of Connors into Hendry, and that didn't look like an accident.
I think it was on purpose. Galloway and boot first into Connors, who's going to rue the day he ever celebrated, nearly ending Drew Galloway's career. Hendry and Galloway systematically dismantling the heavyweight champion of the world.
Gut wrench there by the local hero. Up onto the shoulders there. Oh, and look at Connors.
Oh, Connors could win it. Connors could win it.
Oh.
That's a mistake by Hendry to allow Connors any means of escape.
Hold on, what's going on here?
Galloway is launching the Doomsday device.
Shades of the legendary Legion of Doom there. But I've never seen that done in a steel cage. Ref in position, two. And whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, eye to eye. Look at that. Eye to eye with Hendry and Galloway. The tension building. And building. And now animosity brewing. Look at this.
These two know each other so well, of course.
Oh.
And Galloway and Hendry, well, the alliance is over. The alliance is over. Galloway and Hendry. Chops across the chest. Galloway, oh my goodness! Good God, did you hear the impact of that?
Wow.
And that gives Connors a chance to get back in.
Oh, look at this. Oh!
Well, there goes the chance.
Drew Galloway is unlike anything that has been afflicted upon WCPW before. I mean, he is just a machine in that ring. He's a monster. He's intense.
Oh, Hendry! Look at Hendry! Hendry's trying to get out! And Galloway finally saw it. But that's what I was talking about. Galloway has to be careful that his focus isn't so laser-like on Connors that he forgets about Hendry.
And remember, to win this match, it's either pinfall, submission, or escape from that cage, be it over the top rope or through the door. And over the top rope is exactly what Hendry had in mind.
One or more of these two could be in for some damage here. They are balancing precariously on the top, and Connors takes advantage. Like him or loathe him, it's that kind of cunning that has allowed Joseph Connors to be WCPW champion for 3 months now.
Make no mistake, there are times in wrestling history where winning the heavyweight title makes a wrestler or breaks a wrestler. A good example of it making a wrestler was Triple H in the early 2000s. He became an incredible machine in that ring. Well, Connors reminds me so much of him. He got that belt, and each and every match we see him defend that title, or even not defend the title, like the match with Gabriel Kidd, he gets better and better and better, and that's why he's standing tall in the ring with two of Scotland's best right now.
Well, he may be standing tall, but he looks like he wants to make a quick exit.
Dave, he could... Hold on. He's just said...
Well, Connors, that's a huge mistake.
Is it? He just said close the door. Is it a mistake, Dave? Or is this the champion putting an exclamation point on his viciousness, his ruthlessness?
Well, don't put an exclamation point on it. Get out of there and retain your belt, especially when both of them want to tear you apart.
Dave, you know, it's personal to Hendry. It's personal to Galloway. But let's not underestimate just how personal this is to Joe Connors. That title is his life. That title is everything he's ever worked for, and he will do anything to defend it, even cracking in the skull of Drew Galloway.
As he did again and again and again. Connors, champion for a reason. Since he's been champion, he's defeated El Ligero, defeated Galloway, of course, in that match that he injured him, as he's doing again here. Defeated Martin Kirby, defeated Cody Rhodes and Joe Hendry. So both of his opponents in here, he's beaten, he's defended the title against in one-on-one action, but inside a steel cage for both of them, it's a different story.
Well, whole cage move there with the force of that. And can you believe that a man locked in 15 feet high of steel, I mean, God knows what's this, weigh a ton? He's locked in there with two men who absolutely despise him, and yet the champion is still standing tall. What does that say about Joseph Connors?
I mean, is it brave or is it stupid? That's the question.
Never underestimate the champion, Dave. Honestly, this guy is, I mean, he's proving it now. He's used the tension between Hendry and Galloway against each other. And if things keep going this way, he's retaining that belt.
I think he's delusional. I think he's actually delusional, Joseph Connors, if he thinks that he's such a superpower that he's going to take apart both Hendry and Galloway when he had a chance to get out of here and retain the belt. Oh my. Hendry with the clotheslines. And now the local hero building up momentum. The neck breaker on Connors. Hendry is feeling that championship gold may be in his immediate future. He's going for the freak of nature.
He's got it, Dave.
He hasn't
lands on his feet, yeah.
Connors lands on his feet, and Hendry's going to come in. Double foot stomp by Connors on Hendry.
Oh, and he's calling for the door.
He's instructing referee John Myers to open the door.
The door's open, but that's a long crawl.
Well, he made us get there because Galloway is a non-entity at this point.
Oh, he's almost there, Dave.
Injured.
If he gets out of this cage, he retains that belt.
I take it back. Galloway's not a non-entity. He saw Connors escaping his grasp, and Galloway is not done. The revenge is nowhere near complete.
Look at this. Galloway, Connors, eye to eye, man to man. Champion's a challenger, and look at this. Connors is the man that tried to end Galloway's career, costing him bookings. Oh. Wow.
Galloway.
Well, there's no coming back from that.
I don't know where he learned that. What rough pub in some part of Glasgow Drew Galloway learned to headbutt like that, but my goodness, that was something else.
The relationship between Galloway and Hendry will likely never be the same after this. But the question is, will one of those two men be the champion?
Connors is trying to stop Galloway escaping, and the fact that Galloway was even trying to escape. Look at Connors, goodness me. Connors, unrelenting. He's a man possessed, deranged, merciless, completely psychotic. I was about to say, the fact that Galloway was even trying to escape means at least he's realised he's in a championship match, not just a chance to get revenge on Connors, but
Hendry's making the climb.
Connors is...
and Hendry's a long way from... he's up to his feet.
Connors had half his body over the top of the cage, but wasn't enough, and he may regret that now. But oh my, no. Hendry with Connors.
Oh no.
Hendry with Connors.
Oh
my God! Galloway pulled up, and that was like a German suplex into the freak of nature.
Unbelievable. How? Just how did Drew Galloway do that? And this match is anyone's at this point.
Connors is flat on his back. Hendry is just 5 feet away. If he can get there, he'll be the champion.
And this match is an example of why WCPW is the fastest growing wrestling company in the history of the business, as far as I'm concerned. Live on a pay-per-view, the Elite WCPW, and we're still going in our main event.
So Connors with the chance to escape again. This time he did take the opportunity, and how much is he ruining the fact that he didn't do that earlier? Hendry, Connors, Galloway for the championship of the world. You're watching Delete WCPW. Thank you for joining us on iPay-per-view.
And it almost looks as if what's going on here with Hendry and this dynamic. Oh, there we go. Only one man can leave with that belt.
Galloway and Hendry. Rakes to the eyes from Connors. Connors is going to try and take them both down. And he's just going wild. Connors is wild. Well, that might tame him. Galloway and Hendry going at it. Chop after chop after chop.
Neither man relenting. Oh, freak of nature on... Oh, Galloway on his feet. Leapfrog by... Oh!
Drop kick, goodness me.
Oh,
Hendry,
he's got him.
Hendry, freak of nature on Galloway. And once again, if Hendry can make the pin, he's the champion. Or escape. Either way, Joe. What's he going to try? Hendry, I think, realises the opportunity is there. Both Connors and Galloway flat on their backs.
It looks like he's beginning the climb, Dave. He is. If Hendry can go over that cage and land on the floor, he is the new WCPW heavyweight champion.
Hendry is halfway over.
Oh,
wait, what's going on in the ring?
Hold on.
What's going on in the ring?
Oh, look.
Oh, Connors is...
Oh, he's telling Hendry he's going to break Drew Galloway's neck. Hendry has to choose between the neck of... Oh, God. That compassion may just cost the local hero.
Connors is threatening to end Galloway's career. Hendry couldn't let it go. Galloway!
Oh!
Galloway takes down.
Oh, look!
Connors!
Look!
And Connors! Connors will win it!
Oh!
Oh, did Hendry...
Guys, we have a new WCPW heavyweight champion, but who is it?
No,
is it Galloway or is it Hendry? Hendry's feet landed on the floor, but hold on.
The winner of the match and new WCPW champion.
Who it?
Drew.
Oh! My God!
That's a huge call! A huge call! The official saying that Galloway's pin happened before Hendry's feet hit the floor, and Drew Galloway is the new WCPW World Champion!
Dave, Joe Hendry had this one, and Joseph Connors used Hendry's own compassion as a weapon against him, and as it turned out, it was an atomic weapon, because if Hendry had jumped to the floor instead of saving Galloway's neck, he'd be holding the belt that Galloway now has. Oh, that was... What a match! But what a story. Something tells me this is not the end of this story between these three men, Dave.
And imagine being Joe Hendry right now. Joe Hendry had a chance to win this, but he sacrificed that chance to stop Drew Galloway from having his career ended. And now look at
Hendry is distraught, and so he should be. Rightfully, Hendry should be the new WCPW champion.
Hendry looking up at the man holding the championship that could have been his. Galloway, the champion of the world, for Alex Shane. This is Dave Bradshaw saying goodnight from Nottingham on an incredible night. Delete WCPW.